to reprogram or clean our monkey mind. We got something like inside, like a core, hot core, where we are in touch with it. Then that have in itself possibility to melt whatever we program in the mind. I either completely reject this, I either change behavior of it. Once it is rejected, you can put some new behavior, some new good values inside. But sometimes it is very difficult because that core, that thing, that cloud we make inside is very dense. So our core, that hot core, going like through butter, slowly melting all of that, which arose, which we created in space of the mind. In this process we can rewrite our behaviors, because once we have touch with our core, we just finding ourselves with different quality. We see all what we learned and all the conditions we are presently in aren't so much true. This is just condition and behavior we acquire from surrounding, from what we learn, and many so on. Many of them just simply are invalid, causing us to function inappropriately, like in dysfunction. When your core is contaminated in such a way, let's say you train yourself to eat inappropriately, junk food, or eat very quickly, you're causing that space in the mind to be like distorted, to be like twisted. And when you keep doing this to yourself without awareness, without fixing inside, without cleansing through prayers, meditations, then finally it causes some kind of disaster. It will be so dense, so distorted, that it will manifest in form of illness, form of different unpleasant things after a while. So you can come to some point of time in life or next existence with some illness, with some really horrible disaster, dysfunction, and things like this. Things like that waiting to clear themselves. And if there is no way to do it, because you not pray and meditate, you're not cleansing this regularly, then finally it will giving us such a surprise. You can see how this behaves in me, let's say digestive system. If I eat too much, I like packing that space inside, and that space inside feeling very uncomfortable, sometimes even painful, sometimes feel like I want blow that space inside. That's what we're doing when we program our mind to function inappropriately, to do things without measures. With everything is like that. The same with anger. Anger is completely negative, not nice emotion, and when we're giving to it, we're completely destroying, burning inside, burning our heart to the core. So we losing our feeling, our behaviors are mad. If we're giving to that, we're simply destroying everything inside. Opposite is love and peace. If we're giving to that, we changing our score into something pleasant, and we experience pleasant things, pleasant life. So choice is supposed to be easy, but why we not choosing right things? When we not meditate and not pray, there is no watcher over this, what our mind doing. So this monkey mind running here and there and doing whatever it like, it don't know what is really right, what is wrong. In just choosing, trying different things. But some things are very risky, some things are very dangerous. If we keep touching them, then we're simply reshaping, reprogramming our score into something nasty. We're becoming like monsters inside. So we need to use the tools in order to melt what we already have inside. This will be already a long journey. We don't know, nobody of us know how much we have. We may think we are good human beings, but once we start digging there, we see, wow, I didn't know I am this way. I didn't know it was there before. We simply don't see ourselves quite often. We're behaving according to this, what is already written. And sometimes this script is very long, already written in some nasty, unpleasant, not nice things. We are not really who we are. We don't know who we are quite often. And we're behaving according to this, what is recorded at the moment. But there is a way to change it. Reprogram your mind, rewrite and melt this, so you will know more and more what is really your core, what's supposed to be there, how you're supposed to function and feel and be. So we need to put that, to identify our core, that stillness inside, that peace, through different practices, that first, and allow this to come down to that dense space and start brighten it, melt it. Once it starts doing its job, you will start feeling better and better and better. From time to time, some dense things will become melted in your heart. So some shackles from your mind will go away. You suddenly find yourself with new ability, which you didn't know it was there. You find yourself with some ease inside. There's so much of it inside that we quite often don't really want to meditate and pray, don't want to use scriptures, because it feels and seems to us unpleasant, seems to us like something which harming us. That how we could condition our mind inside, that it will act against most sacred things. It will hate them, it will not like them. That distorted core, that distorted cloud inside, act against most sacred things, act against your well-being, your conditions, your behaviors inside can be so distorted to such a degree inside that it will act against the existence. That how it means to be completely out of balance, rejected from the heart, completely not aligned, acting against existence, against your well-being. Because mind left unprotected, unclean for such a long period of time can become this way. So we see people around in this world simply who without blink an eye can hurt another being, can inject pain, can do this and that, and all of them doing this simply unconsciously. They don't know what they're doing very often. This is how they've been programmed, how their mind is programmed. So the behavior manifesting this way, because simply things from the mind come to the surface. They don't like something, so they acting and they're acting in the moment according to what is written. It is impulse, it is split-second action. How some people can do certain nasty things. In contrary, clean person, purified person, he can assess the situation, he can act from inside, from peace and love. There is no such a reaction in him or her. It is not from the mind. So we should ask questions, which direction we want to go and which human beings we want to be. Because one way can take us to the deepest part of the hell, because simply hell is in the earth. In the earth we can create this in the mind. So we'll be in very unpleasant, dysfunctional world. And heaven as well is in the mind, on the planet Earth. If we find a way how to purify that instrument called mind and heart and reside there in stillness, in this tranquility and wisdom, because ultimately when you're connected to inside, you're connected to wisdom, and this is infinite way. You're just there and looking into it. You're just being and deepening your being. It's like your entire core structure, your entire being is like something built from many layers, and you have to crash them layers to go to the core, complete core, in order to experience yourself fully, who you really are. Because we all forgot who we really are, and we manifesting and appearing in this world through conditions of our mind, behaviors, those layers we recorded. So we've been on a long journey to so-called hell, to so-called dysfunction, wrong behavior, wrong attitude. And now, if we little bit awaken, we will be on the journey, maybe short, maybe long, nobody really knows this. Go back to repair what you broken, what you distorted. And sometimes this is very not easy, because you look into your emptiness and it is like dead space. So you have to ask yourself a question: why this space is so dead? Why this space is so uncomfortable? Why this space is painful? You have to see those things and feel those things. You have to drop your core, your awareness there, and allow time and that awareness to melt that, whatever it is. Sometimes it is not easy job, but as well, existence, it itself, when existence see you putting that effort, you're doing this from time to time, do and help us without our effort. You just need to see your effort towards that, and it will help you in any situation. It will start helping you, guiding you, giving you safety, protecting you. That's how it does. But when you live with your mind, only with your mind in your mind, and you are like a troublemaker on this earth, then there is no helpers. You are left with that. To just learn the lesson. Assalamu alaikum.